It is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open, and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Buccaneers, nothing. Sterling Mockrichter.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
3rd and 12.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on
that. Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Brady now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13, it's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Buccaneers.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 57 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go too
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, and not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And got his man complete.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 46 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. He took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons add on. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
56.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 29, Brady to Evans on the slant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 55 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
On first down, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. A dump underneath to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got Miller. The 20.
One play at a time.
And
Here we go.
Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 40, past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. An even 90 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
40 extra points.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Gain of 15. First down, Tampa Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Brady on the bootleg. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to get a score back.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports.
27.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a handoff as they run left side. Again, he finds an opening. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one good for 33 and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Bucs 4-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big run there by Jones. 49 yards on the ground.
On the play. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Dancing to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Final score, Falcons.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.